Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Namaha. Welcome back to our part 2 of Vishwarupa Darshanam. Part 2 is very interesting. So, where we stopped is Arjuna was asking Krishna that now I'm very afraid. Please come back to your original form. When Arjuna was the one who asked him, I want to see how you are, then why is he asking him to come to the original form? Let's see. See, if leader of an organization, let's say, is given some magical powers, so he can see everything which is happening inside the company, what will happen? There'll be so much of data for him to process. He has to be looking, I mean, he'll be knowing everything which he sees. Wouldn't it be too much for him to process both his eyes and mind? Sometimes when you see extreme things, no, there'll be a complete change in your mindset. How do you think and all? The same way when the bodies are rushing into the Krishna's mouth, he is actually watching death. So when he's actually watching death, he's now nowhere afraid. Krishna is teaching him to get detached from his own body. Because all the fears originate from only one fear, which is fear of morality. Krishna is actually helping a fighter become a warrior when he learns to fight without the fear of hatred or attachment to his body. Arjuna starts praying to Lord Krishna, asking him about why is that terrifying form? Why is Vishwarupam so terrifying? Now, this is the time Lord Krishna speaks. He says, I'm form of time. I am the one who calculates how much time is left for you on earth to take you back again to myself after your time is over. Not just living beings, actually. He's there to swallow back the worlds which are present for different purposes. Once the purpose is done, the world is done. Like we have seen so many disasters, wars happening. So it is only a Krishna's way of ending that world because the time for that world is over. And he's saying that is why I'm in this form. He's saying even if you are not present in this battlefield, everybody in the war field who is opposing, who are not following Dharma, will all be dead. Because I am present as Kal to take them back, whose life is over on this earth. So once the period of time is over, it's done. That's why in the previous chapter we have seen Krishna is also a form of Yama. Now he's saying, Arjuna, come on, raise your arms and fight the war because it's your responsibility. You come and fight for glory, for successful kingsmanship. You're just an instrument in my hands. I've already slayed all of them long ago. Krishna is further feeling confidence in Arjuna, saying he will definitely be successful. He's saying, just go and kill Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, and Karna. You just need to fulfill your responsibility. Now, if you observe carefully, why just Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, and Karna names were taken in the shloka, even though there were thousands of warriors which were fighting? Because these people have special powers. Like Bhishma has got a bone of dying whenever he wants from his father. So, if he wishes, then only he'll die. Otherwise, he's not going to die. Bhishma. Jayadratha also, there's an interesting story behind Jayadratha. So for Jayadratha, what happens is his father goes into forest and he does severe austerities to make sure that whoever is putting the head, his son's head down on earth, that person's head will blast off. That means if someone is killing Jayadratha by chopping off his head, so when just the moment the head falls on earth, the person who has done that, his head will be blasted into 1,000 pieces. Karna also has a special power from Indra that he can kill one person without any hindrance. That means whoever is the person in front of him, he can just kill him with that ayudham which he has got from Indra. So imagine Arjuna is in the battlefield facing people like this who are just not very easy to kill. But who is on his side? It's Lord Krishna. That's why he's saying, whatever it is, just go and kill them because it's not you who is killing, it's me who is killing them. And there are interesting stories for Bhishma, Jayadratha, and Karna's death as well, because Bhishma, see, Shikandi comes in front of him, and for Jayadratha, when Arjuna kills Jayadratha, chops off his head, the head goes and falls into the lap of his own father. So now that he's in meditation, he doesn't know what's happening. Just as the head falls, he becomes afraid. He just lifts it up and throws down on earth, because he is the person who has put the head on earth. His head will get blasted. And for Drona also, they lie to him that Ashwadhama is killed, because Drona also has got a boon that unless he wants to resume from war, unless he says, okay, now I don't want to fight, nobody can kill him. So for him, what they do, they just go and tell Ashwadhama is dead. We all know this famous story of where Yudhishthira himself says Ashwadhama hataha kunjaraha. That means an elephant named Ashwadhama is dead. But when he says Ashwadhama, he says it loud, and when he's saying the other part, horns will be blown and Drona will not be able to hear the other part. So that's why he thinks that his own son has died and he'll resume from war. That's how they kill Drona. And Karna also, what they do is they make the weapon which he has got, the valuable weapon, it gets diverted towards Ghatotkacha. So Ghatotkacha was killed with the weapon which he got from Indra. That is the reason he says, okay, go and kill Bhishma, Drona, Karna and Jayadratha. I am here. I have already killed them. You are just an instrument. But Arjuna may also think, okay, anyway, you killed. Why should I kill? I'll just stay quiet. I will not kill anybody. I don't want to kill my own cousins, my own gurus, my tatas, nobody. Anyway, you killed. But that is the reason Krishna is taking time to tell him, see, it is your responsibility to do this. You have to do it. Don't fear about the outcome.